fellow Flosstubers, it's Patty here with episode 55. Today is May 6th, 2019. On today's show, I have some works in progress, I have purchases, I have knitting, so sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me today, your craft of choice, and let's chat. It has been a very uneventful last week. They did say we were going to have snow on Friday, but you could see the snow in the air, but once it touched the ground, it melted. So yeah, that didn't last. I guess in the higher elevations, they did get some accumulation, but there was no accumulation at my house. It was just too wet to go outside and play. So little man and I stayed in. He took a 3-hour nap. Grandma had an hour nap. So that was all well and good. But other than that, nothing much else has been going on. No. Yeah. So, should we just get in with the stitching? I think so. I think so. Okay, so this week, so on the 29th and 30th, and Saturday and Sunday, I worked on Lila Studios Halloween Quaker on the 40 count Murky Newcastle by Picture This Plus. I am using all the called for thread and the called for fabric. So, ta-da! This is the end of page 3 and page 6. So I am almost done with this project. I cannot wait, and I really hope that when I do this on the 13th and at the end of the month that I will be able to get this finished, because this is the focus on the finish for right now. I also drank the Kool-Aid again and re-signed up for Harry Potter's Magical Stitches and Literature group. I do need to contact the moderator because I was in it once before and I was put into Hufflepuff, and when I tried to put stuff into the Hufflepuff section for Quidditch last night, I was having a really hard time, and I think it's because they don't have me listed as Hufflepuff, because it said there that I either timed out or I'm not allowed to post in that group. So I think that that's the problem. For those who are in the group, you probably have seen that one of the moderators is backing out because she's getting married and it's just getting too full. Her life is becoming too full, which, you know, we all know that, you know, our life just changed from time to time. So she's dropping out, so there is not going to be a third match of Quidditch. They're just posted 11 different things you can do for extra credit for May and June, and tomorrow they will be posting homework. So I went ahead and I did a Quidditch. I did 613 stitches on this, which was actually the inside of here, this little star, I guess, and then the pumpkins. I did all the orange and the pumpkin thing there. So that's 613 stitches. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I figured maybe 300. No, 600 stitches. So I got 6 points from my Hufflepuff group. And like I said, once the dust settles a little bit, I will talk to the moderator and say, hey, this is, you know, I was a Hufflepuff. Can you put me back in the Hufflepuff because I'm having a hard time posting stuff. So there we go. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Happy, happy, happy. Get off my fingers. So put this back. So that's why it's still on the Q-snap, because I really do want to get this finished in May. Get it all done in May. That'd be great. That would be so great. So, Mania. Okay. My Mania plans have changed. I'm still going to work on the projects I said I was going to work on, but I'm changing up how I'm going to work on them. So this one is my Prairie Schooler ABCs, which if you were with me last year, or if you even watched the video last week, I showed that I got all of the borders almost accomplished on some, and some I did accomplish all the borders, so I know the layout of how this is going to look on the big piece. Here is A, B, and C. So I worked on A for 3 days and I was able to accomplish a finish on it. So I'm very happy. So A is finished. What I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to work on one letter for 3 days, and then even if it's not finished, I will just move on. So that way I get more letters accomplished. And maybe different colors, because I know that by the end of this, I am not going to want to see 3371 ever again, even though I know I'm going to. There is so much 3371 in this pattern. It's ridiculous. But I like the effect. I think it's very beautiful. And yeah, I am going to be substituting some of the colors in the next couple of one of these. I think I will be able to do that. Pull some of that 3371 out, because this next one, those blackbirds are all 3371. And 3371 is a really dark chocolatey brown. So I want to change that. And I'll have to look through my stash and see if I've got enough of one color to do all those birds. But, or at least the big birds on top. So, yeah. I can't wait. It's so exciting. So exciting. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the Star Wars bag here. Oh, I need to make some more bags. I cut some stuff out to make more bags. I just haven't done it yet. I should do that. I want to make some more of the vinyl front bags. I like those. Oops. Let's put this back in here. Sorry, I'm kind of... My brain is going faster than my mouth. You know. So that's all I stitched on last week. Purchases. Yes, I did some purchasing. From 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I picked up Lavender Lace Nantucket Rose. And while I was at it, I went ahead and picked up this 32 count Graceful Gray Linen. It calls for Dove Gray, but I couldn't find Dove Gray, so I just went ahead and picked up this in Graceful Gray. So I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work. It'll be pretty. It'll be pretty. And then I've always wanted to pick up this Cross-Eyed Cricket, the Cricket Collection Playing with Jacks. So this time the pattern did not travel alone. So I have that, and I bought some. I had this in my stash, which is 28 count Charles Craft Irish Linen Even Weave and it's tea dyed. So I think that'll look good with Playing with Jacks. I think that'll help the colors come out. And I may even do the little boo. That's so cute. So cute. Then I decided to pick up the fabric for my Fairy Moon, which I wasn't going to pick up the hair. I wasn't going to pick up the fabric for this until like November, but since I was in a buying mood, I went ahead and picked up Vintage Stormy Night Lugana fabric. And this one is a printed on one. So I'm not sure if this is Zweigart or Witchell, but I think it'll look good on that. And if that doesn't work, I did pick up some 32 count Storm Lugana fabric by Picture This Plus. So one of these will work for it, I believe. Okay. And then I also made a decision about Silver Moon Tea. I'm just going to go ahead and tear out all of the little bits of the moon that I had. I put her back into the stash. I'm going to put the fabric back into the fabric stash, and I'm going to redo her on a different fabric. I think I'm going to try to do her on a white. So I don't know. I just don't want to work on her right now. So she's not even in the mirror pile anymore. She is not a UFO, because I will get back to her. She's not one I'm going to do right away. But I did keep all of the thread with her and the beads with her, so I did not completely tear her apart. Just her fabric is gone. So that's where that is at. So So that's all the purchases. I have been making needle minders. It's been so much fun. And did I put... I had one that I made and it's not here. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Just a second. So I found this at Michael's. It says, "The pool is my happy place." And that's so true. I like the pool. So not sure where I'm going to use this one at, but I thought it was so much fun. Since I have those 100 magnets, figured what the heck. Just make some more. You always could use more stitch minders. Or needle minders. Okay, so knitting. Knitting. This is going to be a short one, guys. I won't have to put it over to my computer. That's even better. So I am still working on these socks. This is the Online Super Sock. Colorway is New York. And I did a lot. I got that done. And I got the Fish Lips Kiss heel. That's the heel I like. In. So now I just have to knit the back for an inch, and then I will start the 2x2 ribbing until I get to where I want to put the cuff. And when I do the cuff, I'm going to do 1 by 1. So yeah, I got quite a bit done on this week, especially doing the heel. So I'm so excited, so excited. And I think the next pair of socks, I saw someone talk about doing a no heel, just doing a tube sock, but doing it in, you do like a 2x2 rib, and you, or no, they were doing 4x4, a 4x4 rib where you knit 4, purl 4 for 2 rows, and then on the next row you move the knit 1 over. So you would do a 3 and then a 4. So you knit 3, purl 4 until you go all the way around, and then it would be 4x4 all the way around. And the last one would be another knit, and then you would knit that and move it onto your needle. So that's really exciting, really exciting. So that's what I'm going to be doing. When I get to that, I will explain that better. I just watched the video today, so it's kind of fresh in my mind. But anyway, looking around, that's all I have to talk to you about. So my Mirror Monday is happening. It's upstairs. I worked on it a little bit today, and I'm going to be putting that into the Harry Potter. I have to do 500 stitches on a fancy dress. So she's got a fancy dress, so that is what's going to happen. And that's an extra credit for May and June. They have listed extra credit for May and June, so if you're in the group, go ahead and check that out. I'm not going to come through here and tell you. I'll tell you how I fit it in. I'm just not going to tell you all of it. And I'm not going to be big on doing all of it. I'll just do hit and miss with the homework and the extra credit, because I just want to be part of the group. It looks like fun, and if I only do one thing of homework, then that's all I do. But anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys. I'm sorry this is so disjointed, but I've done this like 4 times, and I'm just wanting to go upstairs and have lunch and stitch and do laundry, and my husband will be home soon. So yeah, I guess this is all I have for you, and I will see you guys next week. So whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content. Bye guys.